Hello, and welcome back to the 100 game analysis of Guardian. Same as last time, I'm not going to be doing the last run recap, simply because I don't want to spoil anything for people who are just joining the series. I haven't yet put out the previous video yet, so I haven't gotten any feedback on whether or not this is a good thing. If people do want me to go over the runs again, I'll jump into the statistics in an episode or two, and then show off all the previous ones at once, just to catch up the one episode deal. But today we are not doing that, and we are going to be playing some more Guardian, of course. Run number 18. Alright, got a Dex gem. Oh, nope, that's a Tourmaline. Why did I think that was Dex? Alright. Well, that's cool. It's a good one. We got two transform options here, and 3 random potions. And of course the boss swap, which we will be taking. Okay. Although, transform can be really situational in this guy. Kind of like silence. And I usually try to avoid transforms for that reason. Except in certain scenarios. Like Living Wall, sometimes I'll do it. Augmenter in Act 2, sometimes I'll do it. And Pandora's Box I'm a fan of. But here, we definitely want some kind of guaranteed value by the end of the act, and Boss Relic generally can do that for you. Empty Cage. Okay. Definitely a relic that people don't like boss swapping into. I think they feel like it's the weakest. Although Sacred Bark is down there. I know that people really don't like Empty Cage in general. Because it feels a little underwhelming. But I've been warming up to a lot more card removal stuff recently. Because even though it has like a mediocre impact immediately, but over the course of the whole run I have been noticing like when the lack of removal stacks up, or when a bunch of removals stack up. So having that long-term goal in mind really helps. Also, I'm checking the map right now because I am looking for the shops. If I can manage to get 2 shops in this act, then that means I can get 2 more removals. And the smaller your deck is, the more valuable removals are, so I may lean into a super small deck strategy. That's a way you can make use of the Empty Cage this early. So there's a couple paths that I can do here. We start with 99 gold. In order to get 2 removes, I need another 75. I lose 15 here and here, so that's 105. This is 75 right here. Okay, so we wouldn't have enough for 2 card removes unless we got lucky. Which means I'm probably going to end up going down this side. Unless there's better paths. Maybe I still go down this way. Maybe I can buy, if there's a good card here, I'll buy that and then go down here and then remove here. Possibly. There's a 3-lead path on the left. I could do like this, but that's 2 question marks. Alright, anyways, before we get too far into that, do have to choose the removals here. There are arguments for any combination of strikes and defends here. You can remove 2 strikes on Guardian because the common attack pool is decent. And also we have a Tourmaline to put into Twin Slam, which makes our damage a lot better. Removing 2 defense can be defensible because of brace mechanics and using defensive to your advantage. And of course, when in doubt, doing 1 of each is generally good. With small deck strats, you want to be looking for a few things. You want to be really picky with your card rewards, of course. You want to be looking for a way to you want to be looking for cards that can sort of do everything at once, or do one thing really well. Then whenever you lean into that card, or those cards, or combination of cards, you'll have a very strong deck to use. Because whenever you draw back to those cards, you'll be able to use them again and amplify what they're already doing. In a sense, it makes your a bunch of early removes makes your deck self-synergistic very easily, rather than having to take a bunch of different synergies together. I think we definitely want to remove at least one strike. Guardian can sometimes struggle to block in the early game, and I don't want to leak a lot of HP to hallway fights. And because of the nature of a Guardian starting deck, like take a look at this. 4 defends in a deck of 12, going down to 11, thanks to Ascender's Bane, Curl Up, Twin Slam. If you've ever played Defect or Ironclad, you probably notice that you take a decent amount of damage. Maybe not so much on Ironclad because he has the Burning Blood, but yeah. Watcher is a much more balanced deck, and Silent can block a lot more easily, although actually ending a fight is the problem. I'm definitely tempted to take 2 strikes here. I think we can find the damage, and even if not, leaning into defensive strats isn't so bad on Guardian with the built-in defensive mode and blur. Like, you're probably not going to die because you didn't kill fast enough. So I'm going to go with 2 striker moves. I think in a recent episode I also did 2 striker moves as a heart bonus for max HP. No, it was current HP. I think it was 18 current HP. And that paid off. Alright, anyways, back to this. The left side path would be the only other thing to take into consideration before I go down to these shops. It looks like there's a 3 elite, 1 campfire path. It's probably too risky. Although, 4 fights if I were to go this way and ignore the shops. This could be just a general path to get strong. Oh my gosh, there's not a single question mark on this path. There's 1 campfire, 3 elites, and like 9 hallway fights. Yeah, that'd kill me. Unless I got very lucky, that'd kill me. Down the far left side, there's only 1 elite, 1 campfire, and then you can add 1 of either one to it. So it looks like we are going to be going right here. Yeah, let's start here. Let's socket our Twin Slam. Now, as far as campfires go, if we decide to go down this path, we can get 1 more by foregoing an elite. This way doesn't look very appealing, actually, so we might end up just taking both of these anyway. If we got super lucky here, we could maybe get the card removed, or got lucky at the chest with 50 gold or something. I don't know if this changes our plan. I think we still want to upgrade Twin Slam. Maybe the 2 card removes could have changed our plan. Maybe we should have left the Thorns out, and then prioritize making a super Twin Slam of some kind, because with the small deck that would be a lot more effective. Maybe something to consider for a future episode, but not now. I think we still want to do this because we just removed a bunch of our damage. We still need to do some damage. And leaving that slot open will be really nice in case we find a gem that we want to use. Just like always. Okay, we got 3 energy, gotta remember that. Take 3 by attacking this twice and defending. If I block twice and then rely on thorns, I take 4. Okay. I don't think we've had very many 3 energy starts as this character yet. I know we had Tiny Bowler Hat. I don't think we Black Black Star yet. Although that would be a pretty sweet one to hit at some point. Although, by sweet I mean like fun, not necessarily powerful. It's very risk heavy. Emerald, Crystal Ray, Resilient Plate. Resilient Plate is very interesting. I think we actually take that. This is one of those cards that can do a lot of things at once. Brace 8 for 1 energy is huge, especially on 3 energy total. And also reducing debuffs by 2 once we get an upgrade on that. We will already be able to keep some of our temporary thorns, and if we have any other temporary buffs, we'll be able to scale that up really, really fast. So I think we take this. And then Maybe because of our small deck strats, we prioritize upgrading the curl up to be able to go into defensive immediately. I think it's better than these two, for sure. Emerald we could have put into Twin Slam as sort of a supportive Twin Slam. We could play Twin Slam twice and then to defend for 9 block. Emerald's not so bad for that reason. It's not my favorite gem, but it does keep you alive in the early game. And if you're lucky, you can get into some permanent deck strats later in the game, which can end up very powerful. Alright, let's take a Resilient Plate as our first card. I think we're still going to go this way. Maybe the strategy is to go for more question marks. That could be a thing. I wasn't even considering this before because I was too locked into my usual take every fight strategy. Or take a lot of fight strategy in the early game. Because you want a lot of cards in order to help your deck out. But events may be more beneficial for us. We did find a good strong card first. And also events have chances of finding stuff that can manipulate our deck, such as card removes, sometimes transforms. Transforms I might not even mind now, since we've already removed 2 cards and are looking to remove more. Transforms, if we get a good transform, then we're set for a while. And even if we get a mediocre one, we can still work with it. If we forego going this way, well, we can still do this. This is fine. We just get 1 less fight, but I think I'm not too worried. The only thing is that we're forced into an early elite. So if we don't find enough cards, we could be in trouble. Also, Sentries is pretty bad with small decks. You shuffle back into the Dazes faster, and then you shuffle through that deck with Dazes faster to get even more Dazes. Alright, we're here to learn. I'm going to take the event. Okay. Curse with Regret. That'll give us enough gold to get another remove, but of course we're taking a regret for that, so we're down to remove anyway. I think since we're right before our shop, this is absolutely correct. 388 gold. Let's see what we got here after we fight this guy. This Resilient Plate isn't doing anything, so I'm just going to get rid of it in this fight. Okay. Alright. This is the one time I actually wanted it to hit Ascender's Bane. I fooled you. You did what I wanted. Because now the Regret's only going to do 1 damage. Although if we redraw into Regret, it's still going to be kind of sad. Twin Slam as the last card really sucks, though. Okay. Did not draw Regret as our 6th card. Which means maybe we can do it again. Aha! Stasis for curses. Got pretty lucky there. Okay, so we're still trying to keep the small deck strat. Charge Core may be an answer for that. Draw through our deck faster, and gets rid of itself. I think Roll Attack on 3 energy is already a little bit iffy, but especially with a small deck strat, it doesn't do quite enough. The Brace 8 is very useful, don't get me wrong, especially with another Brace 8 already in the deck. Once we get these, once we get this and Curl Up upgraded, we'd be very much set. But I think that it's going to be more powerful in the future to not take this. So I think we want either Shield Charger or Charge Core. I think Shield Charger actually does more for us. The Sustain block will be relevant throughout the entire game. Charge Core is okay, but as it's a combat attack, I think we want to be looking for more powerful sources of damage. I think I am going to take this, even though we're heading into Elite soon. It's in our shop. Okay. The relics here are not appealing to me. This is probably the best one out of the 3, I think. Gaining temporary HP for strength, but we don't even know if we're doing that yet. we'd be spending almost double gold for 1 strength. This gives us 2 extra energy on turn 1, and adds a void to the draw pile. It's a shop relic. You may have seen Deca's Washers in earlier episodes where it's draw 3 on turn 1 and add a daze to the draw pile. This is the companion to that. But obviously we don't really have any ways to make our turn 1s great yet. Maybe it could still be a good idea to do that if we put more expensive cards in the deck. More expensive cards will usually be more effective. So if we're doing small deck strats, that naturally matches. That being said, I don't think that's our strategy here. So I think we're ignoring the relics. Also, let's just get this out of the way. Since I know we're ignoring the relics, we don't really have to budget too much. So we know we're going to remove the regret. Early Madness. Madness is an infinite enabler, and especially with small decks, it gets very, very effective at what it does. And even without infinites, it can still be very effective in small decks because you will be drawing back to that card when it costs 0 permanently. Or, I guess for the combat, permanently would be the entire run, but I use permanently interchangeably for that. Suspension would be a great card for this. I'm looking at mostly Suspension, Garnet, and Madness here. There may be some arguments that if we're trying to go for some kind of infinite, then Ink Bottle could be maybe helpful, but I don't want to spend 200 gold on that. Ironically, we are adding 3 cards to the deck by doing this, but I think it's worth it. Small deck with Suspension. Suspension upgrades to be draw card. It's a common cantrip, which is pretty busted. Yeah, I think this is our answer. Unless you want to think about Study the Spire, but I like the Tiny Bull Rat version a lot more, where it costs 0. This card. The rest of them also cost 0, but you know. I think after taking these 3 cards, we definitely take a potion or 2. So let's buy these. 93 left, huh? Okay. We are still a little bit low on our setup. If we go through here, we are going to have enough gold for a card remove. I think guaranteed. This is 30, he takes 15. So we'll have 108 at the very least, and that's enough for another card remove. So I think we go here and aim for this campfire. And the shop. Although if we buy a potion, we're not going to be able to afford a card remove, and then maybe we go left instead. These potions are hard to use since we only have 3 attack cards in the deck. We may actually be in a little bit of trouble against Gremlin Knob, but I think this will still be the answer. Also, another event could be cool. Yeah, I think if we buy a potion, we're going left instead of right. Although right could give us another attack card and maybe make us safer. I think we do want to go left and not take the shop. I think that's a little... I don't think that quite gets us to where we want. Or rather, if we go this way, we're going to have to fight another elite. Either here or here. So maybe this is safer. Even though that's an event. Are we getting an event down here anyways? Okay. Alright, I guess we'll go right. And I will buy the potion. Will I? Well, too late now. Should have thought about that a little bit longer before just clicking. Sometimes I just confuse myself, you know? I'll play the Madness, it doesn't matter. Alright. Use that a bit later in the fight. Maybe. We are going to block for 10 3 turns in a row, though. Alright, we already have 3 cards in stasis. I can use Resilient Plate to keep 2 of the Thorns and go into defensive, so we don't take damage here. 11 Thorn turn. Very nice. Keep it defensive. defend for next turn. We're gonna have enough damage. Although Cultist did get to 21. It wasn't really a problem. Another Garnet? A little sad that I bought the other one now. There is an argument for buying both and then putting it in both of these. I was just kind of planning to put this into Twin Slam and then maybe finding a Quartz or something for suspension. Yeah, most of the time we're just going to be setting up Garnet with suspension so far. So I might set up Twin Slam instead. Just going to be setting up our combo rather than actually having the hand for it. We're about to fight another lead, so I don't want to take another bad card. Maybe now we take the roll attack. I think we have to for Gremlin Knob. Alright. I don't mind taking it now that I need it now. I have the Garnet. I have Resilient Plate. It's not too bad. This is a terrible turn one. Where are all my cards? Alright, we're going to take some damage here. I think I just want to use the flex pot now. I think I want to avoid doing these. I'll take the damage and then go into defensive with Curl Up Resilient Plate maybe. Or better yet, roll attack and Curl Up. Yeah. Oh, Resilient Plate reduces our vulnerable. Okay, so it's going to be roll attack Resilient Plate then. We're going to be attacked for 19. So if I do this, it's 22. But then we need to do 24 damage somehow. 21. There's a decent chance we whiff. 13 is a lot more likely. Okay, I'm going to have to play this then. Alright. Jeez, alright. I guess we whiffed. Take 8 more. Still not terrible. Okay. Yeah, you don't want this. I've said this in previous episodes. Against Niao, she shuffles curses into your deck in both the Act 4 Elite and in her own fight. And most of those curses are playable for energy, but Blue Candle doesn't care whether or not they're playable. You still lose an HP for playing them. So I don't want to take this. Time Sifter? No. Time Bomb? No. Although Madness Time Bomb could be interesting. I think we don't have enough manipulation yet for that. I think we skip these. Time Sifter just doesn't do enough. Alright, well, we got some gold. Can we get some gold from the chest, please? Thank you. Ooh, and we got the Courier. So, double the gold. Awesome. By double, I mean just 2 sets of gold. Another terrible turn 1. What is going on? And we're going to be taking 15 here? Okay, it looks like we're going to be resting at our campfire. Not much you can do about that. Wow. And yet again, I missed Twin Slam. On a turn where Thorns would be amazing. Alright, I'm also going to use Curl Up to put something into stasis so that we don't have to use it, care about anymore. Okay. Vent Steam. Put the Garnet and Events team? I don't think we have to. With Garnet and Twin Slam, that should give us enough vulnerable for all our fights, in theory. Temporal Strike could be an infinite enabler if we find the quartz for that. Maybe I should be taking that for that purpose. But then again, I can't really guarantee I'm going to get any particular gem, especially not an uncommon one. Maybe the common ones you could wait for, but not quartz. So I think I skipped these. Dolly's Mirror. That's generally very interesting with small deck. Body Slam is also here. Can afford Body Slam card remove. Awesome. Actually, all of these relics are really good. Do we have anything we really want to? Madness could be interesting, but I don't think yet. Duping Suspension is funny, but I don't think we need to if we're just going to look for another common card. Could dupe Twin Slam, but I think that's a bit much. Yeah, I don't think we have anything too good to dupe right now. Centennial Puzzle is just great value in general. How much defense are we doing right now? We have a decent amount with Shield Charger and defensive mode. Body Slam is especially great in small decks like this. Also, if we draw it with these turn 1 hands with all these defense, we'll be better off. How much are we relying on our setup? Do we need the Body Slam? Should I just be grabbing a card that can help us with our setup so far? Sorry, a relic that can help us with setup. And there's also Preserved Insect. Although that would require that we have to beat elites to fight elites for that to be useful, and we're not fighting anymore with this act, we're probably going this way. Unless we get some crazy event. I could take Body Slam and a second Shield Charger, but I think, but that would put us below what we need to card remove, so I don't think we have to take the Shield Charger. Finesse could be an infinite enabler, actually. That would actually be a great way to enable the Body Slam, now that I think about it. Between that and Suspension, we could make that work. Although at Niao that kind of falls apart. Niao heals 3 HP for every card you play, and we'd only be gaining 2 block. So perhaps a bit slow. Actually, it'd be 3 with our Green Heart Blessing. Maybe we could find a way to gain permanent deck somehow. I don't know if Finesse is the answer. I don't even know if going infinite is the answer. We might not need to. I don't want to try and force an infinite if I don't have to, because this still seems like it needed a lot of support for it to work. Alright, I'm going to go with what I was thinking already. Does Polybeam want to do that? Okay. And I'm going to remove another strike to lean into the defense here. Alright, let's get this into Twin Slam. Right? Maybe we do put it in Suspension. Maybe we only need it, the vulnerable for 1 turn, and then we look for something better for Twin Slam. Like Accelerate Gem would be good. I think for right now we do need to do this though. And we're resting. Don't want to die early. Another shop. That doesn't do anything for us though. Also, I wish I could be excited about this, but unless we draw Roll Attack next turn, we're in trouble. Alright, we're gonna do Twin Slam Resilient roll up. And hopefully get that roll attack. Okay, we did. Good. 10 block. 15. 15 out of 20 is not bad. Better than our previous attempts, that's for sure. Alright, now we got a second slam for free. That's cool. We have block this turn, but not... Oh, we have it next turn, maybe? I think I just want to play the body slam here. I'm going to do this. Yeah, I was thinking about if I wanted to put something in suspension, but I don't have to, so... Our damage. Alright, we're having a little draw consistency problems, but that's normal for early game. None of these. And we're not going to be able to afford any of this. There goes Abacus. Well, probably one of our best relics to find in the shop. Now we can't find it anymore. This was a really unfortunate question mark. Got no value out of that. In fact, we lost 4 gold and 5 HP for nothing. It's unfortunate. That's pretty good. Another shield charger. I mean, it's good for body slam, but are we going to have enough sustained damage for this? Sentry Blast can help. I have seen some pretty big block combos, though, for Guardian, so maybe leaning into the shield charger for body slam is the winning idea here. After this campfire, we have 2 more events and then a fight. Or possibly 1 or 2 more fights in there. I'm not sure if we'd want to rest or not. A lot of things to consider for this kind of strategy. Especially for one I don't do very often. It's just when the opportunity presents itself. I don't think Sentry Blast is actually going to do that much damage to Defect. It'd be mostly there for the weekend. If we had Strength, maybe it'd be doing a little more. I'll take the Shield Charger for now. It's a little more setup, but I think maybe we can do something with it. Definitely like to upgrade Body Slam or Suspension here. But with 25 HP and not knowing what's in these question marks, that may be a bad idea. Then again, not upgrading could also be a bad idea. Could save us during a turn where we really need it to. If we're looking at that angle, then I guess Suspension is the one to go with, because Body Slam is probably not going to save us. It's probably just damage. Suspension with the card draw would help a lot more. We are currently running on a sort of fuel system, though. Don't really have long-term scaling in this fight yet. I'm gonna upgrade. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if anything I've done in this run is right. I'm just trying a strategy because it's important to know if it'll work or not. Also, we're taking 13 here. Gosh. Maybe I should have upgraded the curl up. Maybe that was the right play. Forgot about that option. Because now we're taking another 10 damage. If I had upgraded this, I wouldn't be. Roll attack? Cool. This will be in defensive next turn. I think I would like to stop it from attacking. That way I have more block for body slam. Then again, I could just let it take the damage. Then it will split the turn after. That seems like a good idea as well. Yeah. There you go. Colorless Potion. Ancient Power. I don't think Ancient Power is good enough. Aquamarine, we just passed our campfire, so I can't really take that. And this is like the third Guardian World we've been offered. No thanks. I think we have to take the curse. The healing, I think, is too important. Also, barely anything from this point makes us vulnerable. There's the 3 slavers, but we might not fight them or even become vulnerable if we kill the back one fast enough. What else makes us vulnerable? I guess Niao, but that doesn't really matter. Ironclad fight would. I think that's it. Maybe a couple small vulnerable from like Watcher with crush joints. Or Silent with Bag of Marbles. Silent too. I don't think that matters though, because this doesn't even, the relic you get from this doesn't even negate vulnerable, it just lessens the effect. There's also Chosen, but I don't think Chosen's going to be, maybe it is actually an issue. We have a lot of non-attack cards. Yeah. Alright. Might be spiked energy drink here. Doesn't save me any HP right now, but it will in maybe a turn or two. Let's do this first. And I guess do this. Okay, I hit the parasite, of course. That was probably the best roll. Body slam? No? Okay. Just do this then. Body slam now, please. I don't want it to be the last card of the deck. Oh, we had suspension anyway, we're good. Okay. Another Resilient Plate, huh? Or another Tourmaline. Can't really do the Tourmaline. I don't think we can rely on Thorns to win this fight. So I don't think a Resilient Plate is the answer. The answer, quote unquote. It could still help though, just surviving. Especially with the brace numbers. I'd have to draw all 3 of our brace cards as is in order to go into defensive in time for turn 3. But with this it helps. Alright, fine. I'm fine with taking another one. We'll see if we can make it into something that works later. Okay, early body slam, not ideal. We're going to use a colorless potion now. Thinking ahead. Trip or secret weapon. I don't think we need trip. I don't think secret weapon is our answer either. I think thinking ahead is great because we can put our body slam on top for next turn. Not the greatest draw. Madnessing a defend is probably still okay. I think I'm still going to do this. Definitely don't want to madness the shield charger. It's too valuable for 3 turns. Buffer is going to be a little bit of a problem. What? Yeah, that was the artifact, okay. Okay, great. Maybe I even put the body slam in stasis now. Then do twin slam, resilient plate. Get some more brace before next turn where I do one of the other brace cards and go into defensive. And then in a couple turns I'll have a lot of block for body slam to do things. Although I am going to have enough brace for next turn anyways, because I have 3 brace cards that brace immediately. Yeah, so maybe I just do the body slam damage this turn. And I guess we stasis this. Or I could stasis the strike and then do twin slam, body slam. Keeping the thorns may be necessary though. It's not going to help much, but it will help a little. Get 1 attack every turn after our cycle. We really do want to do as much damage we can with body slam though. I think next turn or the turn after will be a lot. I'm going to drop back to body slam as fast as possible. Stasis would help us with that, but we don't get to play it this turn. Getting back to body slam faster means getting rid of the resilient plates, so I think I have to play those now. Alright. 2 energy. Okay, great. I would like to full block this, so I think it's defend plus resilient plate again. Could also be defend curl up. That's also acceptable. And then save resilient plate possibly for another twin slam. Okay. They hit the void. Alright, that's not going to do anything bad to us at least. Okay, we don't have the shield charger in yet. We don't really have to yet, though. I'd like to save it for body slam, so we're going to do it like that. Alright, we've done 40 damage. Can go into defensive now. Seems like a good idea. Keep the strike out of the draw pile. Maybe draw back to body slam in time. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. Use the resilient plate. Run defensive. Well enough block for next turn. And by enough, I mean apparently not quite enough. Not been getting the greatest draws, even with our control. Playing Twin Slam twice doesn't do anything. It may just be defend shield charger. Although roll attack is also pretty important. Yeah, let's do this. I guess Twin Slam Roll attack was also acceptable. Alright, I'm gonna put that into stasis, maybe? Yeah, I still need another turn to get our block properly into play. I'm gonna leave this as 0 cost. Alright. Shuffling without the parasite is good. Okay. I don't want to risk a 50-50 here. I want to just play this now and then play Shield Charger if I whiff. Nice. Perfect. Or I can go into defensive with this hit, get an extra 10 block. I think that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so now we have 30 block at least, plus Twin Slam. Great. Okay, cool. I think I want a suspension roll attack. I want to do Body Slam first, despite having a defend in here, because if I redraw it with suspension, I can play it again. 45 damage, okay. We got it. Holy crap, we hit it. Okay, are we gonna have enough? This is 45 plus 9, 54, so we have 30. No, we have 13 thorns, so 17 damage left. That's exactly enough? Oh wait, there's equilibrium. Okay, we're coming out of defensive next turn, so no need to play this defend. We're not going to be able to use the block from Body Slam. I think we do need the roll attack in order to secure this kill. So, alright. I think that lucky draw may have just saved us. Okay, we get this twice. Good. In fact, we just have the kill right now. Awesome. Ooh, just before the Dark Orb comes in. Sheesh. I don't know. I don't know how he keeps scraping by like this. I feel like that had no business winning that fight. I felt like I screwed up, but here we are. Gem Cannon. In order to actually win fights, I think maybe completely necessary here. We could take the Exploit Gems if we want to lean further into this deck that we have, but I think we need to take the card that does damage. Alright. Do we need a 4th energy? We're not taking Wanderbots, we have too much stasis for that. So it's either Runic Dome or Sacred Bark. I do feel like we need a little bit of energy. That may change after we upgrade Body Slam, though, and Madness. Although Gem Cannon with 4 energy would be nice. Sacred Bark is also really good for the late game. In the last couple fights, you'll have a couple of curated potions, in theory. That will be doubled in effectiveness, and then you can use that to win your Act 4 fights. But as far as Act 2 survival goes, we don't really have a great potion for Sacred Bark yet, so that makes it a little worse. Vexing Draft is not amazing even when doubled. It can maybe win you a fight under certain circumstances, but I don't think we have that kind of deck. We have a lot of setup. Yeah, I feel like in order to survive next act, we are going to need the extra energy, so I'm going to take the Riddick Dome. Alright, we did end up finding Silent. More shops to take more damage. There's a lot of events. Alright, I'm going to take a break. Not feeling 100%, not feeling at my best today. So I'll come back when I'm feeling a little more equipped to take on this seed. Back in just a second. And we're back. I finished reviewing. And I'm remembering a few things, like we fought Defect as our first act boss. Our deck is not very well suited for taking a lot of fights. There's tons of setup here. Still regretting a lot of the decisions I made in Act 1, but we'll see if we can get through. Gem Cannon should help a bit. We're going to be looking for some gems to socket, which means I'm going to be looking for campfires. Oh man, that left path with double elites, I think that's a no-go. Also, we may be doing the Act 1 strat of going for shops as easy card rewards, rather than actually using them to buy stuff, although I do have 113 souls right now to spend with a courier. I think the way that math works out is it's 5/4. I probably already said that. Anyways, that works out to 28 times 5, 140-ish gold we have to spend. Effective gold, rather. Yeah, we're going to start on this right side, I think, and take some events, I guess. I really want to avoid hard pull, any fights, really, until a point where I can feel a little more confident in the deck we have. There may be an argument for resting and getting 13 HP, but I think there are more important things to do here. We have 2 resilient plates, Madness, and a Body Slam that I'm all looking at. We also curl up, but I think with 4 energy we shouldn't have too much trouble putting into stasis. What is our deck again? We do have a lot of Brace 8 cards, though. So being able to go into defensive faster seems... Actually, you know what, that seems like a decent play. I'm gonna go with that. And then if any of these question marks turn out to be fights, we'll be a little bit better prepared. Okay, we can accept a Cultist Potion, which is nice, but still very limited attacks. I actually kind of like this Ritual Dagger idea. Although, if we're doing Body Slam things, it might not be so easy to make work. Because big attacks don't work well to set up kills for Ritual Dagger. A lot of the time you're going to end up killing before getting them in range. That being said, is this still the time for it? We'd be spending 6 HP on it as well. 53. Already around 2/3 HP. If we had the wing statue, we'd be able to get both of these. Plus a nice little bonus. You know what, I think a 1 energy, 15 damage is good for front load anyways, so I'm going to take it. Alright. See what we can do here. Save this for 3 turns from now? That seems reasonable, actually. Probably should have used Madness, maybe. Should I just get rid of it instead? I think I do. Alright, 3 strength. This is a 25 damage attack. Feeling very glad that I upgraded that curl up. I blocked 20. Awesome. already rewarded for my decisions. So since Gem Cannon is coming out next turn, I would definitely like to play Twin Slam twice to keep it vulnerable for next turn. And then, of course, keeping our any amount of thorns here doesn't matter because the merchant is not attacking again. So I'm just going to play that for more damage. Give me Twin Slam again, please. No? Okay. Alright, decent amount of damage for our deck. Aquamarine. Immediately getting more gems into the deck seems like a good idea. Also works okay in roll attack. I don't think reroute or another suspension is the play, although second suspension can let us go infinite. Still need a lot of support for it. During my break, I was thinking about this run a decent amount and how much I feel like I got punished for doing this. Even though I am still alive, you know, it's never too late to say that you might still win. I don't know if that made any sense. I was trying to say that there's always still hope, even in bad situations. So it's definitely too early to say it's a loss. But I am realizing just how much would have had to go into this kind of infinite building that maybe I should have just stayed away from it. I think I am going to take these Aquamarine for the purpose of Gem Cannon specifically, like I said. Alright. Oh, right, we got 15 gold stolen, so in reality we only have 125 effective gold to spend, which means we can't afford a card remove. We're 2 gold off. We could afford Guardian Whirl. Not really feeling that, though. Awaken is interesting. Another idea we could do for this deck, is stuff with Thorns if we're going more defensive. So Dormlane could be an option. What have we got coming up? Haven't really decided the pathing yet. I think we are going to go through this question mark as well. Then maybe hit another shop. I don't think we need to worry about potions if we're going to go on this path. The late act path is the thing to worry about. Because we're going to be taking like around 5 fights all in a row. At least the shops will be giving card rewards, although the next shop will be attacking for 30 on turn 2. I mean, if we draw either of our shield chargers that turn, the first turn, then we're a lot better off, at least. I could also just take this Awaken to survive. There could be stuff in the other shop as well. It's weird, but I think I'm going to do that. There's a chance of a good boss card like Prepare Crush as well. Okay, we got this. Very cool. I was wondering about this because when I socketed this stuff so early with this kind of deck, I was like, well, maybe there's a chance that I can remove all these gems and then put something else in to enable an infinite, but we're not doing that anymore, so. But what I can do is transform as Parasite, and unlike other transforms, it will actually remove the actual card and give me a gem rather than another curse. So let's do that rather than get rid of our strike. Got an Amber. That's a pretty good one. One of the considerations I actually had for suspension, getting a card into stasis and then immediately gaining benefit is great, especially with shield chargers in hand. Yeah, let's do that then. Works out perfectly, in fact, because that's all of our. Those are both of our gems in both the gem slots. So I think we just leave now. I don't think we need to mess around with getting gems back or removing cards here. I think this is fine as is. So yeah, up next. Interesting. Heal 34. That takes us. Right, I lost 3 max HP because of Parasite. I was like, why is my max HP so low? But yeah, this is not an opportunity where we lose 19 HP, I don't think. We'd be down to 29. We'd have to rest the next fire. It would just help us keep some money for the card. We'd be down to 83. I think that would be enough for a boss card. I don't think I want to take that chance, though. Would I rather get an upgrade? Probably. Resilient plates seem like good upgrades. Getting back into defensive. Or the Ritual Dagger. Ritual Dagger upgrading faster, since we're going to less fights is important. So yeah, I'm gonna pay gold to heal to full, even though it's not all of the HP available. Just looking through these one more time. Shield chargers, I don't think 2 more block is going to make much of a difference. The brace could, but not really until late game. Resilient plate upgrades would require us to shuffle through our deck and come back to them. And I think we have enough short-term stuff for hallway fights to not need to do that yet. So it would be between Body Slam and Ritual Dagger, I think. By the way, the upgrade for Gem Cannon turns it to 1 cost, but I don't think we need to do that. That's usually more of a finisher card anyway. I'm going to stick with this. I think that will help. Alright, we're going to go here. Ooh, that's a real good relic to find. And since we don't have the green key yet, we can afford to take that. We are going to have to kill this merchant. I'm realizing. In order to get enough gold, I think, for all the keys next act. Although maybe not. These are an average of 15 apiece, so that's 75, and the boss is 75, so we have like around 200 as is. So we just need 100 more gold before the final campfire. That's definitely doable. Alright, let's put these in. A 20 out of our 30 block for next turn. What's our next turn look like? It's actually a decent amount of damage. Do I take 5 to be able to do more damage next turn? We're at full health. Well, I know we're doing this once. Now we're playing a defend. Just a question of defend body slam or second slam body slam. Just now realizing those both say slam. When are we getting a perfected slam card? When is Silent getting a perfected stab card? Next turn we would be losing out on 18 damage. I think I have to do this to have the best chance of getting the kill. So I'll take the 5 damage. It's not a big deal since we're full health, like I already mentioned. Next version fight is going to be 35. Probably one of the highest I've ever done on this character. Or done on the merchant. Definitely not the highest of all time, but it's up there. Is there a chance I get the kill now? There is, isn't there? If I do curl up on Resilient Plate, that gets a card out of the draw. We could redraw Ritual Dagger, that's 20... no, wait. We would need literally Twin Slam Gem Cannon Ritual Dagger, I think. This is 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 90 damage? Wow. It's too much, actually. But there is a chance if we draw Gem Cannon and Ritual Dagger. That's already 75, so we need just one more attack. Because I can do Gem Cannon first, then Twin Slam. Alright, let's just go for it. Merchant's already pretty low. So I think it's actually fine to risk this for the possibility of a kill immediately. Oh my. Well, it's close if we draw a Gem Cannon. We didn't. Oh well. Alright. Ancient Power. With 2 Resilient Plates, that actually looks super, super good. 3rd Resilient Plate is interesting, but I don't think so. I think this is exactly what we're looking for. Alright, 33 gold. Anything to buy? 1 charge core. Also, we whiffed on the boss card anyway, so if we'd gambled, we would have been sad. I don't think we need a charge core here. Alright. Could upgrade this ancient power now that I have it. For a little bit of extra scaling on future turns. If you think about it, it's actually a pretty powerful upgrade. You have stuff like Inflame and Footwork on other characters. It's a 1-cost power that gives you 2 strength or 2 dex. Ancient Power gives you temporary strength and dexterity and permanent strength and dexterity after upgrading. It's pretty decent. Splitting it into 2 things often makes it a kind of a jack of all trades, master of none kind of deal, but it does help. Also helps if I whiff on the resilient plates. I'm just trying to think if it's better to go for something else. Like maybe Gem Cannon now is a good upgrade. For more combo power with Ancient Power, Twin Slam, all that stuff. And still be able to do something else with the turn. Especially on turn 1. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Could also upgrade Madness for that reason. But then again, Madness is already kind of... with the shield charges, it's a little hard to use. Maybe upgrading it would actually help that, because you can play it last for free. I don't know. I feel like there's a decent number of upgrades. What saves us the most HP going through this is the question. The thing is about Gem Cannon is that Twin Slam, Ancient Power, Gem Cannon is already a full combo by itself. And that's 4 energy. You don't have to play the second slam. So you don't necessarily need that the cost reduction. What about our turn 1? What would help our turn 1 a lot? Cost reduction would in theory help our turn 1, but our only cost reduction options are Madness, Body Slam, and Gen Cannon. And Body Slam and Gen Cannon don't really have great combos on turn 1 unless you get lucky. And we already talked about Gem Cannon having and how its combo works. So I think Madness might actually be okay. But on any other turn, it's probably fine by itself. It's essentially a 0-cost card. Like, you can think of it, Madness, as a 1-cost card that makes another card 0-cost, but you can also think of it as a 0-cost card with another 1-cost card. So, do we need... If we have a 0-cost card in hand, what are the odds that we need a 5th energy? Or that 4th energy, I mean. I guess the answer is somewhat often. I still don't think the Brazilian plates need upgraded. So it's either Ancient Power or Madness, I think. Ancient Power definitely helps with our defense. Although I think our future turns are accounted for more often, so I'm going to upgrade this Madness. The Ancient Power upgrade would be accounting for future turns. Alright, what do we got? Okay. Alright. Oh, that's 10 block already, cool. Alright. We have 4 gems, so this is 56 damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip this now. Now we can kill that immediately. At the cost of what? How much do these guys attack for? 11, I think, so I take 1 damage. Alternatively, I can curl up the Ritual Dagger and play Resilient Plate, and then... No, that makes me take 2. Oh, if I'd done Ancient Power first, this would have given me 4 more block. Well, either way, I'm playing this. Oh wait, this does give me 14 block now. Okay, so in 2 turns I'd get a kill? Yeah, you know what, that's fine. I'm fine with saving 1 HP like this. Wait, that didn't work because... Alright, I lose 1 HP because I'm dumb. Alright. I got defensive mode and shield charger mixed up somehow. Oh well. Pre-program. It's another gem slot. And it's generally pretty good. Knowing what the turns are going to bring is very strong. Yeah, and I think I have room for it, so I'll take it. You know, with that amount of damage, maybe it's not so bad to go for an elite. I might have to see how this goes first, though. And then if I want to take an elite, I go here. Because no matter what path I go, I'm always getting 1 question mark, which means everything else is the same. So let's see what this holds first. Let's get a rare chance of fire, too. Right, Runic Dome. So they could all be attacking right now. If I do pre-program here, then Suspension will accelerate whatever card I put into stasis, which is not good because I want to accelerate a shield charger. Let's do Ancient Power first, because I neglected to do that last time. Okay, and now... Oh yeah, I was thinking this but didn't say it because I didn't think it would happen. But Ancient Power, since I didn't upgrade it, if I have both Resilient Plates in hand, they both get their full value. Just like this. Oh, and I get to go into defensive? Cool. I can't take damage here. Awesome. I would like to put Ritual Dagger into stasis, but I guess I can't. Madness? Madness or Dazed I could just put into stasis and then draw an extra card. Maybe I don't need Curl Up, though. Nah, Curl Up's probably okay. Set up a combo of some kind. Yeah, let's just do that. I guess we just go for the one with the lowest HP since I'm not knocking anything out of the air. Okay, middle one then is strongest. This should still full block. Well, at least be very close. I think their maximum damage right now is 14, 14, 12. Which is 40. So with roll attack, that would full block. This is 10 damage. Let's curl up his defend, actually, and then use the madness on roll attack for future turn. Would I like to prioritize this next turn? Probably. I think that's fine. Okay, so now both of these are a threat. This is 4 hits. This should do 7 damage, but it... Yeah, okay, cool. Sometimes it glitches out and does not care about damage modifiers, but apparently that wasn't the case here. Also, another kill with the Ritual Dagger. Alright, so we've done this twice and it's already up to 25. If we hadn't upgraded, it'd only be at 21. Oh man, prismatic spray. Or gem slots means gem cannon is stronger, but if we use gem cannon and this is useless, becomes a dead card. Don't really want either of these either. Maybe piercing hide actually with ancient power isn't so bad. Yeah, okay. I'll take a socket. I'll take a combination of a comment block and a socket card, but I think that's the only one I'm going to do. Also, that went really well, and we got a good potion, so I am going to take this elite. It is Slavers. Okay, that means we do curl up on shield charger and then see what madness hits. We can go into defensive with resilient plate, which is probably what I'm going to do. We're going to get 3 value out of one of these cards. It's going to be Twin Slam. The vulnerable pod actually isn't too useful here because we're going to get 2 turns vulnerable anyways. I think Vexing Draft. I still don't know exactly how to pronounce this, but I think it's draft. It's a weird English word. Usually these guys attack for 34. 13, 7, 14. If I'm unlucky, this guy could be debuffing turn 1. I think this guy could be debuffing turn 1 as well, but I'm not 100% sure. If I remember correctly, it doesn't. So this could be 8 instead. 8, 7, 14 is 29. With Vexing Draft, we go into defensive for 10. 10 block. Actually, do I want to... Oh. I might not want to play the second Twin Slam. So I can block for enough. Although the vulnerable wouldn't last, so I'd have to use the other potion too. I don't know. Maybe it's more important to get the vulnerable down because we have ancient power coming up. And ritual dagger. And gem cannon. I feel like I want to take the route that saves me more HP though. Seven block, huh? Alright, I'll take 7 to not have to use another potion. Oh yeah, more thorns too is great. Okay. We're not in defensive. This will put us into it, but... Oh boy. Yeah. And we're just gonna handle this guy already. Go back into defensive. Grab shield charger. I guess we didn't need to take 7 damage last turn with this much defense. Whew, 55. This is 10 normally. We have 2 strength. 16 times 4. Would not kill both. What if we use suspension here? Do we draw ritual dagger? We do. Okay. Could also just use body slam here. You said this was 25. So if I use ancient power resilient plate, that's 6 strength. We're not weakened. 31 exactly. Okay. Wow. Cool. Extra 7 max HP is cool. Bobble Burst is amazing. Definitely a card I'm happy to see in this scenario. I don't want the Fragmented Gem. Still not a fan of that card. Although it is a little bit better than usual with less than ideal damage situations. Although I think I've disproven that, actually. We handled the past few fights really well. I think that was mostly due to our relic that we got from the mid-act chest. I think that was a very lucky hit for us. Our turn 1's becoming a lot better, really powered us up, especially with the Madness Plus. So maybe I overcompensated a little bit with pathing this act, although I'm not too beat up about it. Or maybe I was right, because this guy exists. Or we could kill this turn. This does 40 damage. That's 30. Although this hits multiple times. Okay, this has a chance of hitting one of our attacks we want to use here. Although I'm probably just going to use this Fear Potion. Maybe we can save some more HP. Okay, that's free now. Alright, so this is 16 plus 40, 56, 76. Okay, definitely have to use the Fear Potion. Gotta be a little bit careful about Malleable here, so we need to do some math. This is 45, actually. So this is 82 minus 45 is 37. We have nothing that can do 37 except for Gem Cannon, so Gem Cannon would be 60 damage, 3, 4, 5, 6 block would be 18. Alright, so 19 and 18, okay, that's enough damage. $37, 45. Although, just to be safe. Very nice. This thing is scaling nicely. Very nicely. I might just go left. Sapphire, huh? I've learned my lesson about putting a Sapphire in Piercing Hide. Have I learned my lesson about putting one in Bobble Burst? Oh gosh. Brace 9. Not even if I got 2 of them into a Bobble Burst would I be able to go into defensive with one card. It'd be 18 brace instead of 20. I might be okay putting it in pre-program. Maybe I'm still fine with putting it in Piercing Hide. I think just taking any gem is okay at this point. One thing I've been noticing about my previous runs is that I have a tendency to be very picky with my gems, even though I just have a ton of empty slots. Probably shouldn't have to. We're nearing the end of Act 2. After we upgrade Bobble Burst, we'll still have 3 empty slots after taking Sapphire. If not, we'd have 4 to fill, which might be difficult. Especially whenever I'm trying to find something good for Bobble Burst, it might be hard to do. But do I really want a Sapphire? I still have a few chances to find better ones. I think I'm still going to be pickier than a Sapphire. Do I want to Vent Steam? The counterpart to Twin Slam. It helps with draw order as well. Okay, I'll take it. And I am going to go left, because we just fought Snake Plant. Alright, now I don't know whether these guys are attacking or not, so I just kind of have to block regardless. Which means defend, defend. And then Twin Slam, Twin Slam. They could be attacking for 23 right now. It's either 0, 9, 14, or 23. So I'm gonna just do that. Alright. You both attack, you both take damage. Cool. That's what I like to see. Ritual Dagger is 52. It's risky. But honestly, we have so much defense, I don't think it matters. Let's do it. It can't do its big attack right now, so I think we just do Piercing Hide Shield Charger. It's another 14 attack, actually. Okay, that's still okay. We're in defensive. Worst I can do, I think, is it 14 times 3 now? I forget what the exact attack value is. I think it's 11 times 3 for some reason, but I don't see why the attack value would go down just for this. It usually doesn't care. It usually just goes sicko mode. Well, I think it's fine anyways. We're just gonna destroy. Yeah, well, I definitely would have taken the Sapphire now, knowing that I could get Vent Steam here, but oh well. Another fight for me. Oh, it's Avocado. Avocado and Rat, for that matter. Thankfully, Suspension, Shield Charger is still a thing. And I am going to be using Madness here. We got Twin Slam, that's good. We know this is attacking for 21. This could be attacking for 6, so if we kill this, we actually take 4 more damage. And I do not want to do that. I'll play Defend, I think. Do this as well. Oh wait, do we have a kill on Avocado? This is 60 damage. It takes it down to 24. We do have one then, don't we? Twin Slam, Body Slam, Ritual Dagger. 7, 22 is 29, plus 60 is 89. Yeah. Yeah, I am definitely glad I took this Ritual Dagger. Good lord. The best part is, we're not vulnerable. They are. Wow. Man, I feel like this has turned around so well. Ancient Construct. We have 2 Resilient Plates. I don't think so. Also, our only temp buff is Twin Slam after Ancient Power gets exhausted, so still no. Another Suspension? I don't think so. I think 1 is enough. Or is it? Vsauce, Michael here. I mean, this is good enough. This is a good power potion, enough power potion as any. I'd rather get rid of it, honestly. Power potion on Guardian is not always the best thing. In fact, it's often not good. It has a couple high rolls. I mean, namely Construction Form, but most of them are pretty bad. They're either very high utility or don't do anything for a while. Because if you thought Guardian was already setup heavy, powers are even more setup heavy. Okay, backstab for 16, huh? What if I pre-program first, huh? Then Suspension. There's still a chance I whiff on the Shield Charger and don't block. But I can go into defensive anyways with Curl Up Resilient Plate. Sure. Ooh, interesting. So I could just do Shield Charger here, and then accelerate it with Suspension, but I do like the Curl Up Resilient Plate a little bit better. Maybe I do both because it's 11 damage. No. And I'm saying 11 because I can remove the vulnerable with Resilient Plate. I'm probably just going to do that. I can just use Madness immediately. That's interesting. Get a Vent Steam for free. Yeah, I like that, actually. Getting Vent Steam for free. Maybe get Roll Attack for free, actually. That's probably better. Yeah, I'll just do Twin Slam then. We'll get Twin Slam for free next turn. Oh, right. Because I draw a card. Well, I can always just put that back into stasis for next turn. No big deal. Alright, we'll do this, and then this. And we full block this turn for 15. And Silent is vulnerable. Looks like this right one's the real one. Or no, that one is. Oh, right, there's a There's a bug right now with Silent. The minion tag always shows up on the fake one. They were trying to rework how the Silent fight works so that you can't get stack fatal stuff on the fake Silent. Like Hand of Greed, for example, since you can repeat that card, you could just infinitely farm the other Silent for Hand of Greed procs, since it wasn't a minion. But now it is, and then they didn't realize that the tag shows up whenever a minion spawns. So yeah, now we know that this one's real, and we're gonna know which one's real for the rest of the fight. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Maybe I didn't have to do that. No, I lost one of my resilient plates already. We're just gonna proceed as normal. Also, I'm not guaranteed roll attack is my hit with Madness. Oh my gosh, I'm lucky. Awesome. Also, both of our shield chargers being in stasis means we need to end this fight rather quickly, but should be okay. Yeah. Yeah, you are a minion. I don't want to use Gem Cannon just yet. Still a little bit early for that. We'll be in defensive next turn for what I believe is the Riddle with False attack. Yep. And that will be 30 damage, and we have 30 block. So that is perfect. It was this one, right? Correct. Okay, I'm going to keep that Resilient Plate, I think. For Twin Slam? I could just get rid of it now. Getting back to defensive faster is kind of important. Put us at 31, which seems a little awkward, but when you realize we have a Brace 3 in addition to our other cards, it gets us there a little faster. This is not our other card, is it? Yeah, Curl Up. Curl Up roll attack, piercing height is 23. This would make it 31. Once we redraw. If I didn't play it, then I'd have to play the first 2 cards I get, which would all have to be Brace 8 at least. Alright. Just gotta use it now. It's a lot of block for a turn that I'm not getting attacked. Also, this was it, right? Yeah. I guess I could have saved Resilient Plate for a weekend. Alright. This will probably hurt a bit. 3 damage? Yep. I don't have to choose a card here, which is great, because now I can go back to defensive and do 37 damage. Alright. We don't really need Vent Steam for a couple turns, so I'd rather draw some other cards. Can I use the Gem Cannon now? No. I would want to use it after another attack. Oh, right, I was thinking about using the Power Potion, but... guess it's a little late now. Oh good, this isn't the big attack turn. That was last turn. A little bit more damage again. All this HP we're leaking really makes me wish I used the power potion earlier. I still don't think I need to yet, but this might just be the end here. This is 90. $24 minus 12. 102. Yeah. Oh wait, it's more than that, isn't it? No, I was right. 67. Not taking chances. Alright. Ooh. Citrine, huh? Citrine and Bauble Burst. That's what you like to see. There's also a Stasis Engine here. Stasis Engine's also very interesting. But Bauble Burst would be halfway to the big boy combo, which is Citrine plus Quartz. Energy and draw times 3. I guess it's pretty comparable to Stasis Engine, actually. Stasis Engine draws a card and gains an energy every turn if you can pull it off. Although I don't know how often we're actually playing 3 0-cost cards in a turn. I know when I know what happens whenever I speculate too much on that, so I'm just going to take the Citrine. We're going to like it. Oh boy. Well, we're taking an energy here. I think we don't have to take a downside, so Idol of Retromation doesn't seem so bad. Correction, it seems pretty bad. We have shield chargers. Literally Bauble Burst and Gem Cannon would be good with it. Still a 1 in 3 chance we find Hermit, so I don't really want to deal with Makeshift Battery. Especially since our deck is still kind of slow. Just a bit. I don't want to get even slower. So maybe it's Sozu. Not having potions. The thing with Shield Charger is that they're kind of important to be at 2 costs so that they stay in stasis for one more turn. It's another 10 block and 4 brace, which is not just important for saving HP, but also for our body slams. So I think the one with the least downside is actually Sozu. Although our potions right now are not great. I don't think we have that many emergency situations, though. The times we do, it would probably be like we draw a Gem Cannon without any kind of vulnerable on the enemy. We need to get a kill immediately. That could be fair. That could be a fair use of a vulnerable potion. And Power Pot will probably just keep until a fight, maybe like Transient or Giant Head. That will take a while. Or if we're lucky, we'll take it all the way to Niao and then use it for Repulsor. But like I said, that'd be really lucky. Yeah, I think we take the Sozu. Can't really afford those other two. And we did get Hermit. Check that out. 1 in 3. Never gamble your entire run on a 1 in 3 unless you're in the final fight. This applies for Act 1 as well. Don't gamble your entire run on like even a small chance. Even something like a 9% is still too high. You're going to be taking a lot of chances during your run. In theory, don't risk so much early. All right, so our green key is here. I would like to kill the merchant, and with the amount of damage that our ritual dagger is doing, we might be able to do that on turn 1. 50 damage. I'm happy with that Ritual Dagger. Very happy. Can you tell? It's 2? Why is there only 2 on the map? There's usually 3. Baylor Lord claims he once saw 4. I've never seen 4 before. But yeah, I'm going for this. And then where's the rest site underneath that? Oh, there's plenty? Cool. Alright, let's get this kill. Right into Bobble Burst, right? Yes. And then we recall here, I think. Just in case we don't want to take a lot of campfires. It's not like we have a greater... Well, actually we have Bobble Burst upgrade for an extra slot. An extra socket. I call it a slot. It's easier to say than socket. After here, even if we go this elite path, we still go through this campfire every time, so we can recall there, I guess. And then we always hit a campfire after that. So I guess we upgrade Bubble Burst first in the hopes of finding a good gem for it. If we do it beforehand, we don't want to leave it unsocketed for a while. Although the gem is probably just going to be quartz. Although maybe it's not so bad to put other stuff in. Since we have citrine, it's going to be essentially gain 1 energy total. So whatever we put in it, we're just gaining an energy and getting 3 times the gem value for free. Although we do have a bunch of other sockets too. So maybe you can wait. Nah, I want to be picky. I want this upgrade right now. It's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to be able to get it. The red key in time. So, yeah. This is 70 now? No, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 50. Let's recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're not going to kill just yet. The reason I'm making a big deal out of this is because I want the Ritual Dagger proc. I think the odds are enough in my favor to aim for this. Worst case scenario, we need to deal 26 next turn. Which I guess could actually hurt it. I feel like taking the risk. Okay. 39. We can actually block for 25, which I think is good enough. Excuse me. I think losing 5 HP for this is perfectly acceptable. I could end the fight now with Body Slam. But, wait, it's actually 35, so we lose 10? Is that worth another 5 damage on Ritual Dagger? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. At this point, like, it's only 10% better, which is still something, right? But after we get a few more stacks on it, that 5 damage, we're not going to be missing it. But we might be missing 10 HP. Alright. We didn't lose any HP. We got our money. Emerald. Yeah, we have plenty of slots open. We just take that. Another Aquamarine is also available. We have plenty of open slots. We got one in Vent Steam, Bobble Burst, Piercing Hide, and Pre-Program. 4 slots. No, 5. I guess I counted Emerald as 1. I was thinking about putting it in Vent Steam and then maybe getting an Aquamarine in there. Do I need to spend gold on the Aquamarine? Probably not. I think I'm going to buy a card remove. None of these really appeal either. We have plenty of vulnerable. We don't really play that many attacks in a turn. Bronze Scales, I think it's past the point of its usefulness. Although we could see what's underneath that relic once we buy something. I think even if there was a rare relic there, I'd be able to buy it because of Courier. We need 300 gold by the time we get down to a campfire, but we're going through plenty of fights. I want to stack up Ritual Dagger some more. I wouldn't be hitting a shop for the rest of the act, would I? Let's see. Rare relics, I think, are somewhere between the 325 and 350 range. So let's say it's 350, right? 350 minus 20%. That's 280. Plus our 128 is 408, leaving us with 177. Meaning we need 133 gold by the time we get to that campfire. 133 would mean 9 fights, and elites count as 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have good chances of getting it by down here. Especially if it's here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 fights. 133 divided by 11 is roughly 12 gold. So I think most of the time we win that, because we roll so many fights. The chances of us averaging 12 is really, really low. But there's no reason to take that risk, really. I think with Courier, we don't have to spend our gold if we don't want to, because we can just do it in Act 4. We can do basically the same thing that we're doing right now, looking to see what's underneath the specific card, or relic. And then, if I wanted, I'd take it. But I don't need to waste the gold now, because I can do that in Act 4. And I have a chance of finding a relic I actually want, rather than Bronze Scales or Andro. So let's just take our card remove. Goodbye Strike. I could buy the Crystal Ward. You know, we only have a limited time, and we need to fill up 4 more slots. I think it's worth buying, especially since Aquamarine is a decent card. Don't want Emergency, I don't think. Time Sifter, you're still bad. I may have said this before, but I would like it if this accelerated all cards rather than just one. Even if you have to bump the costs up to 2. It would make it feel a lot more like a rare instead of just mediocre. We could think about Impatience, but I think we have enough attacks that it's going to be useless enough. Like, we want to save these cards, for example. We have a few more things. We have a turn 1 that already draws us 3 more cards, so it's higher chances. And we have Bubble Burst. Although Bubble Burst is essentially free, so that probably doesn't matter. Either way, I don't really want it. Okay. Got 5 energy here. I don't know whether or not these are attacking. So I'm going to try and kill this front one since I know it will be. Maybe blocking for 11 and then killing that. That was 22 damage. Maybe I should have thought twice before using all my attacks on that. Oh well. 9 Thorns is no match for 10 block. Those are very colorful gems. Goodbye, Snack of Oil. Nope. I'm not considering taking this card, but it did just occur to me that it has more utility than I thought. Specifically with Stasis Engine and nothing else. If you manage to get 3 zero-cost cards in your opening hand, then you will get the proc from Stasis Engine. Which may or may not happen, you know? We don't have it, obviously, but in a time that we did, and we had it upgraded to be innate, so that we get the benefit from the entire fight, then having an Orb support in our opening hand might not be a bad idea. Getting that first turn proc is really important because you really need a good first turn in a lot of fights. And a 2-cost innate card can hurt quite a bit. Also, Orb Support, if you somehow have Accelerate, you can also get whatever card is in stasis, out of stasis, for another 0-cost. Maybe something like Emergency could be in your deck, and then those are all 3 of your 0-cost cards for that turn. Orb Support, Emergency, whatever's in stasis. So yeah. Potential future use I'll have to keep in mind. Although, if I have the stasis engine at that point, I'll probably recognize that's a possibility. These could all be attacking. Also, another pretty bad turn one. These gems need to get socketed ASAP. Yeah. You. That was 12. That was 11. Okay. I guess we attacked the correct one then. This one's gonna hurt though. Not really too much we can do here. At least we block for 12. Hopefully they don't do too much damage. Ow. Ow. If only we could have blocked for 1 less. Unfortunately, Runic Dome with these guys is a little bit difficult because not only do they have semi-random attack patterns, you also have to deal with the fact that they have different attack values. So there was really no way I could play out that turn to take enough damage to go into defensive unless I knew for a fact that this one would be doing enough damage. Maybe it attacked for the lowest value possible. I honestly don't know. Maybe that would be a way to know. Ooh, interesting. I think we saved Twin Slam? But then again, Gem Cannon's next turn, so I want the vulnerable. Maybe I save Brazilian Plate? Nah. We're gonna go back into defensive this turn. Oh wait, that's how that works. But I also want to keep some Thorns. Do I really care that much? You know, I'll just keep the Thorns. I'm already blocking for way more than enough. 63. Sure, you come back without vulnerable, but I don't care. Oh, you're both blocked. Yeah. That's scary. But not scary enough. Can you kill 2, please? Thanks. Well, I guess by the time we get draw back to it, we can get the kill on a controlled turn. I think this is doing the question mark attack, or intent attack. I should use reprogram there. Oh well. Okay, we wouldn't be able to draw it immediately, but, you know, it would have still been nice. I have 2 Thorns, so I don't want to use Second Slam here. Just use Madness. Do all that. Yeah. So just like Guardian, the boss Guardian, not me Guardian, if you use Thorns to interrupt the attack, it'll wait another turn to do its thing. 85 left. Ruby and Aquamarine. Okay. Probably Aquamarine because of Body Slam. Really need to get to that campfire. Might be going a little too hard on our gems. Oh my. Okay, well we can go to defensive this turn at least, so I'm gonna do that. Might as well just play all the block cards. They could all be attacking for all I know. That one isn't. That one is. That one isn't. Okay, great, 0 damage. That's what you like to see. Although, these 2 are probably going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we don't need this turn. Cool. 47. that's 51. So we just insta-kill this guy, huh? Or, hear me out, we killed this one. Okay, 8 thorns, that'll die on this attack. And then Ritual Dagger comes out. Hopefully fast enough. Okay, not quite fast enough. It's fine. It still does plenty of damage by itself. Doesn't need any vulnerable. Not for this fight. Yes. I will take a Spheric Shield. I'll take an Impervious any day of the week. I don't know whether Giant Head's attacking this turn, but I might as well just do this. Also, I can go into defensive for next turn immediately with Roll Attack Resilient Plate. Might as well. Does a lot of damage. I don't think we have to worry too much about using Power Potion here. I might be wrong about that, actually. You don't have a great way to get Body Slam into play yet. I can grab a couple permanent decks and stuff, however. Going into defensive, I think, might have been a mistake. I also want to save Ritual Dagger for a vulnerable turn. Okay, we're in defensive just in time for Body Slam. Cool. And also just in time for the big attacks to start coming in. Oh my. Well, I didn't draw Body Slam on the right turn. Alright, please hit Twin Slam. Okay. I still think we probably do Gem Cannon now anyways. We need to get rid of these dead cards from the deck. Also, the extra gems from Second Slam will help quite a bit. Alright, that was about half. That was about a third of its HP, maybe? Not quite enough. Again. I could put Body Slam into stasis, but I think it's fine not to right now. I'll do Ritual Dagger now. Well, that actually doesn't matter, does it? I want the Vent Steam, so I have to let go of a Defend. Whatever. Ritual Dagger does more. Interesting. Okay, we're probably fine. Maybe. Okay, 50 now? Maybe we're not fine. $13, 27, 40, 58. So we'd need 14 more from... Yeah, I don't think that's quite enough. 13 plus 19 is 32, plus 32 is 64. We're just short. So we have to go back to defensive. But we can with Roll Attack at least, so that's nice. Or Curl Up. Both work. We're going to be taking a little bit of damage here. Looks like 17? Could be a lot worse. If his Giant Head didn't have max HP, we would have actually gotten the Ritual Dagger proc, so that's kind of sad. Okay, thank goodness we drew an attack. Gosh. Die. Okay. Amethyst is another great card. How many gems can I get away with before I die? That's the question. Maybe we should actually avoid this elite. If it's Reptomancer, I'm in trouble. Yeah, that means I guess I can't take the Amethyst. Go this way. Socket everything immediately. Works for me. Blue key. Alright, first things first, let's break our keys. Then let's decide where to enhance everything. First things first, I guess. Oops, excuse me. Dex Gem. Putting in a Bubble Burst might be tempting, but with Resilient Plate we can only get rid of 2 temporary decks at a time. If we drop both on the same turn as Bubble Burst, it works out, but the chances of that are low. We could do it in Pre-Program, Vent Steam, or Piercing Hide. Generally, Piercing Hide you don't really want to put Dex in because it's the thing that benefits from Dex. Pre-Program, I think, would benefit more from an Aquamarine, so I think it goes into Vent Steam. I've done this combo before, putting an Aquamarine into Vent Steam. Also, Amethyst works really well in Bubble Burst, doesn't it? Yeah, I think this works out. We put Aquamarine into Vent Steam, another Aquamarine into Pre-Program, and then this into Bubble Burst. Which means we lose out on the potential quartz, but like, what are the odds of that happening anyways? We're looking for one particular uncommon. It could happen, but, I don't really want to gamble on that. If we find a quartz, it's no big deal. There's even a chance that this event right here is Grimforge. No, not Grimforge. Ominous Forge. The other forge that gives you the warp tongs. I can put another socket on one of my cards that have a socket already. Sometimes you do that on Twin Slam. Here, in this case, I would put it on Bubble Burst. And we're going to recall. Falling event. Oh boy. I don't have a power card in my deck. Wow. I'm definitely not losing Body Slam. Alright, well, there go a couple of my cards. Oh well. I wasn't really feeling that pre-program much anyways. It felt... well, he obviously was doing something, but didn't feel quite right. Could do this, or I could go this way, or I could go to the shop. I still don't think I handle Reptomancer well enough, so maybe I just dodge all the elites. You don't need elites to beat the game. Just gonna straight up say that. It helps a lot, but if you're gonna die, then what's the point? We have a lot of defense. I don't think it's fast enough for Reptomancer, and we'd be relying on like Gem Cannon to save us, and maybe Ritual Dagger, and then that leaves us with a lot of HP to still get on Repto. Also 41 HP. We could rest, but eh. Alright, let's go towards the shop. We have 300 gold. 200 gold. Actually, we'll have 300 by the time we get there, won't we? Now, what do we do? Probably Spheric Shield at this point. Spheric Shield and Body Slam. Resilient Plates are still on the table. Resilient Plates don't seem so bad. Helps us get back into defensive, actually, is pretty good. Yeah, I'll do that. And then we'll do the next one over here. Replayable Brace is going to help quite a bit. Oh my. Can this kill this outright? It can. Amazing. Ten. don't want to take damage if they're both attacking. They weren't. But that's okay. Alright, 3 more cards. Maybe. Still have an open slot, Piercing Hide. Maybe another Dex gem isn't so bad. Just do that immediately. Yeah. The more Dex, the better. Should I rest? We're about to hit 2 more fights and the boss. I don't think we're in that much danger. Resilient Plate gets upgraded. Oh boy, it's these guys again. Can we go into defensive immediately? That'd be cool. We'll just do shield charger strats like normal. I would have liked to use roll attack. That was my thinking on all 3 of them. Alright, using Resilient Plate here. $35. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, I'd say that's enough. Please kill one. Awesome. Take up this a little bit more. Ooh, that's going to be doing a lot of damage. Take another Resilient Plate? Yes. Could also have taken the heart in there, but I don't know. Wow, these relics suck. Wow. Imagine getting Darkstone parry up to 48. Imagine gaining another Ancient Power. I like that idea. We don't have room for an Amethyst, unfortunately. Do we have room for a card remove, though? Maybe we don't. Maybe this deck is perfect. In theory, you could remove, maybe defend, but I don't see a reason to when it's benefiting from so much dexterity, especially since we just picked up another Resilient Plate and another Ancient Power. They're going to be powerhouses, so maybe we just walk away. There's also an argument for Recover, but how much stuff do we actually have to put each other in stasis? Do we have just literally curl up? I guess Shield Chart. No, we also have Suspension. So we have a couple ways, and our deck gets down pretty small. Yeah, we'll just wait for the next shot. No need to spend all our gold immediately, or any of it. Okay, 7 Thorns. I'd just like to kill the one with the most HP here. Okay. Alright. $18. I swear, one of them is attacking. Okay. The greed got to me a little bit there. I should have thought a little bit more about that. But hey, it worked out. 9 Thorns, huh? With that much strength down, I think we should be safe. Sorry about that. I got distracted by having to handle something real quick. Another Amethyst. I don't think I'm taking another Piercing Hide. Our deck doesn't need any... Does it? Doesn't need that many more cards, does it? Maybe one more block card is fine. How many actual block cards do we have? We have 4 defense. A roll attack with a Crystal Ward. Ben Steam with a Crystal Ward and a Piercing Hide, that's 7 out of a 24 card deck. Alright, we can afford one more. Also, defensive mode and Spheric Shield, but I think this is still fine. If we find one more gem, I'll be taking it no matter what it is, pretty much. Unless it's somehow actively bad for me, but I can't imagine how that would happen. Choose a card to stasis. 3 turns from now? 2 turns from now, actually? What is his attack 2 turns from now? We have more than enough block this turn. I should probably just do that. Or maybe I do something else. Like the Piercing Hide, maybe? Yeah, so that we can keep the decks, since I already have enough to keep all 4 decks here. Okay. Do this, then this. Get rid of both Resilient Plates. And I guess I play both of these to gain 7 block. Yeah. And do 13 damage to him. Yeah. So now we got Piercing Hide back. We did not draw our other Resilient Plate, but that's fine. We can go into defensive for a couple turns, actually. So that means we can probably get Body Slam in time. I'll take that risk. There's probably an order problem there, but that's okay. Yeah, Bubble Burst, it looks like it would have come out on a turn with... No, not this is not the right turn. Would have been a 2 times attack, but who cares? Do we play nothing? Do we play nothing? I think we play nothing, other than the madness. Alright, game, can I, like, get my Body Slam now? Thank you. This is still more damage? Okay. 106. Okay, this is not the turn. Still kind of scary. Still can't put anything into stasis though, so looks like I'm just gonna play everything. And yes, I will be playing that for more brace. We're actually getting kind of close to kill with Ritual Dagger. And just in time. This is this is 27 damage. 127. Wow. This probably kills. So I'm not gonna play it. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Alright, we are trucking right now. Body Slam this turn, but we have the appropriate attacks to get rid of the buffer. Also the appropriate stuff to get rid of Artifact. Man, I wish I could play every card in this hand. It costs 5 energy just to do Ancient Power, Resilient Plate, Twin Slam, Second Slam, Body Slam. Boy. I don't want to use up too much damage so yet. It's 13 incoming. Probably forego the Ancient Power this turn. Maybe that's incorrect. Yeah, let's do Piercing Hide, Resilient Plate. Piercing Hide. Twin Slam, Twin Slam? This is 8 plus 4 is 12. This is 19. And we also keep vulnerable. No, we don't keep vulnerable. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Won't be able to keep that for next turn. That's for sure. But it's probably better than. But I want to use Madness on it. No, I can use Madness on Resilient Plate. But this is already gaining us 1 energy. I don't need it to gain 3. Alright, we'll begin stacking our block for next turn, which we'll need 50 of, with 28. Cool. $54, okay. Surprisingly low for 5 dexterity, but you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. Alright, now we're gonna have to start dealing with some big damage turns. This is 22, because of vulnerable. Bubble Burst is a turn early, but I can put it in stasis with curl up. That's fine. That works for me. And I guess I just use this? No, I can wait. Put that into stasis. We'll use this next turn whenever... Right. Whenever he's attacking twice. Still got 2 artifact. So I guess it only works once? Wow. Incredible. And I guess we're using Ancient Power this turn. That should be more than enough block, right? Yeah. And this one's gonna hurt. I guess we don't play Resilient Plate here. We're gonna be taking a bunch of damage from the bomb anyways to go back to defensive, and I want to play Shield Charger and defend and Second Slam. Maybe this would have been a power potion. 25. Yeah, we're definitely in defensive now. Which means we'll have enough block for next turn, hopefully. 45, gosh. How about we just get rid of that? What if we just didn't take 15 of that? Could wait to play Gem Cannon. Still. $113 casual damage. The bombs start coming in hot. I don't know if we've had a fight go on this long before. Go back into defensive? Seems good. Look at this block. Our defensive control is also very good. We have another bomb this turn, but we have 52 block. Oh, do we have a kill here? 79 plus 129. We absolutely do. Tick up. 6-point brand. And GG. Wasn't even worried. Was not even worried. This fight, I might be worried. This is actually this Act 4 elite is going to be a good time for the vulnerable potion, I think. Too many enemies to properly apply the vulnerable to all of them. Whew. Alright. They could all be attacking, by the way. That's a thing that can happen. But we have Bobble Burst? Cool. Also, what if we just didn't have to deal with Claude this turn? That'd be great. You know? Let's think here. This is +1 energy, so we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in hand. So we suspension something, we madness something, we have more than enough energy. Cool. Let's do this first. Yeah, Flaud's going in, I think. Let's do this as well. I really don't want Madness to hit Spheric Shield. I don't think. Yeah, we don't want that. Please hit Bubble Burst or Twin Slam. Okay, not quite. But it's still okay. Now we have to ask ourselves the question, which one do we want to hit first? And I think the answer is Defect, simply because our Thorns will be able to take out Buffer by themselves. Giving us Buffer is good for whenever we run out of defensive mode. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. Alright. Nine damage turn. Cool. This is just an incredible amount of damage, isn't it? Do that first so that 6-point brand goes off on someone else. This does nothing when in stasis, so I guess I'll just let it exhaust now. When it comes out of stasis, it doesn't make anything ethereal, so no big deal. Maybe I was wrong about that Thorns thing. I don't really want to be vulnerable, even though we have 2 Resilient Plate pluses. Maybe it's fine. Actually, I want to kill Silent before she goes intangible, I think. With Ritual Dagger, that shouldn't be too difficult. It's 135 damage. Wow. Okay, wrong one. That's fine. Just how it is sometimes. Jeez. Okay. I'm weak. I got Resilient Plate, though. Leg sweep again. Come on. I think she goes intangible now too, so this is just bad. Just poor timing. Do I want to do Bewildered here? There's a decent chance that Ritual Dagger becomes more expensive. Are you kidding me? What? You know what? Fine. You still take 1 damage when intangible, so I'm going to make you take that 1 damage. I hate you, Niao. God. That's really annoying. Waste my Ritual Dagger on that. Maybe we kill them simultaneously. Or maybe Hermit gets a heal this time because Niao's a jerk. Or maybe we just do no damage. We still have both our buffers at least, so that's something. I really just need to get this kill. Can't have Niao be healing back and forth all the time. hope I have enough damage here. I'm literally down to just Body Slam and Bubble Burst. And I guess a couple things. Don't need a Resilient Plate yet, so... Alright, looks like we're fine. Despite my complaining. We did make it. And we didn't even need to use the potion. We lost 0 HP. Is it time for Clone? Clone might actually be really, really good here. Overload is also a thing. Actually, that might be better. We have 3 Resilient Plates to get rid of the debuff. And after our first draw, our deck gets kind of bad, especially with the Hermit buff that Nia's going to have. We're going to get a bunch of extra curses. Yeah. Let's go into that. Oh. The Act 4 Frozen Eye. Also Future Plans. Definitely not taking the pickaxe. It's terrible at this point. Still don't have a card to remove. I think we take this Frozen Eye. Be the first Frozen Eye of the series, and I don't use this relic very often, but I also don't have great things to spend the money on, and I think planning out our turns will help quite a bit in this last fight, so... Okay, Eternal Feather is not the answer. Could do Magnetism, that would be real fun. I think despite us having future plans, we have... I guess Curl Up and Suspension isn't much whenever you have a bunch of curses in the deck, so maybe Future Plans is okay. But I also have 5 energy. So, like, having cards in my hand at the end of the turn is not going to be a recurring thing. I'm gonna take this Magnetism. Okay, this will be fun. And 18 HP? I don't think there's an upgrade in my deck worth 18 HP. Maybe Spheric Shield could be? Maybe Resilient Plate is? Maybe Resilient Plate is. The 3rd Resilient Plate. The extra brace. Having a 3rd Brace 8 card every draw can still be useful, I bet. Especially with Overload. Alright, I'll say that's worth 18 HP. We'll see if that's actually correct. Also, we'll see if I get a good potion. Right. Good power from this potion. Here we go. Opening hand, we got Ancient Power Vent Steam. We also got Overload, that's really, really good. Ooh. Actual Ancient Construct? For free, you say? We don't need to use our Resilient Plates anymore? I mean, that kind of sucks, not being able to use the Resilient Plates. I might just take the Future Plans. I mean, the Resilient Plates still brace 8 at least, right? It's just a matter of whether or not we really need to... I don't think we need Ancient Construct with 3 Resilient Plates. Sorry for anyone who wanted to see it, but I think Future Plans is going to be better for us right now. So let's plan out this turn. I want to be able to draw 4, but we can only draw 3 right now. We lose 1 card, go to 7, and then draw 3. So we need to play 1 more card first, which I think will be just Ancient Power. Definitely Ancient Power. And we are hoping for another Resilient Plate right now. Awesome. Okay. Great. I also need to be able to play this Bubble Burst in order to properly do damage, so I might as well get a head start here. We'll do Vent Steam, get that vulnerable down, play the Bubble Burst, gain our 3 energy. Play Resilient Plate once, and then twice to keep 4 dexterity. I should have played Piercing Hide for 2. For 2 permanent thorns, huh? Oh well. Not gonna matter a whole lot. Alright, we're gonna want to save the shield chargers for later. Don't really mind about losing HP early. What we are worried about is taking a bunch of damage to later turns. Okay, we got another Resilient Plate, which means we can cleanse 2 of the 3 debuffs this turn. In fact, we can add 3 more debuffs by Ancient Power Twin Slam. I think we also want to keep Spirit Shield. We are going to be going to defensive this turn. Okay, we got Curl Up, which I'm probably just going to put into Stasis, to be honest. I don't really see a need for it right now. I could just play this for the brace, but there's no point actually, because I can just do it in 2 turns anyway. I won't shuffle the deck by then, so I'm not losing out. Is that all the curses down there? I also forgot to use Frozen Eye. Let's start doing that. Alright, so our next turn is going to have Ritual Dagger and Gem Cannon. It's pretty crazy. Although I don't think I'm going to be using Gem Cannon. Gem Cannon is too valuable. All our gems are too valuable right now. So I'm probably going to just get rid of Bewildered. Maybe having something for next turn is a good idea. Free Body Slam is our play, I think. I did hear there was a chance that Madness could hit this, even though it came out of Stasis, so I'm going to just do this first. We're 1 away from defensive mode? Okay. No. I could put Aged into Stasis if I don't want to draw Void next turn. Yeah, I really don't want to draw Void next turn. Or maybe I do? No, because I want to draw all 5 of these cards. So let's just get rid of this for now. Go back to the defensive for the next cycle, and do 145 damage. Man, that Ritual Dagger's good. Two more curses. I forgot about that. So we don't draw Shield Charger, which I guess is good. This is Ethereal now, though. Do I want to use the Brace now? It doesn't put us in defensive, which is good. It does make it a little bit harder to go back into defensive later. But I think that's fine. Unless I want to be able to control my defensive mode a little bit more. Because next turn we're going to have a little trouble doing anything. Also, I think I let this defend exhaust as well. No, I'm just going to do this. Choose a card to place into Stasis. I can just put the defend back. That's fine. Let the rest exhaust. Okay, we got Thinking Ahead? Cool. That's pretty good. Just use Haunted. I might have to if I want to play the rest of these cards. Yeah, alright. Then we'll put Shield Charger into Stasis. Whew. Our damage is a bit slow right now. I'm really hoping this Magnetism helps. And yeah, I'll take 2 damage so that Letter Opener can take another buffer. Oh wow. That put us into... Oh right, because that braced 8. Okay. You go in now. Okay, Haunted made Gem Cannon Ethereal, but I think that's fine. I don't really want it. I could actually just curl up. Metamorphosis, that could help quite a bit. Save Resilient Plate. No, I probably want to use it to go back into defensive. Save the Piercing Hide, maybe? No, you know what? We'll save Body Slam. Because there's buffers right now. Also, I want to use Metamorphosis. Okay, those are okay. I suppose. Bewilder takes all of our energy? Might as well play for chances instead. Alright, give me good rolls. Not quite. Not quite good rolls. I'm gonna keep that again. Alright, now we need to do some damage again. This is really good now. The strength down will be great. I can even play the bomb this turn. Cool. I'm not going to play Shield Charger because I can do that. Save, and Niao doesn't heal for 3 that way. Dark Shackles would be a great card to keep here. Although, Charge Core... I'd have to keep this for 2 turns? Okay, we're just doing the damage then. Okay, the bomb is coming back. Which means we need to hit Niao twice on her buffers. Right, we have suspension here. That's great. Probably just going to use that on Gem Cannon immediately. Okay, Vent Steam does make us do enough damage with Bauble Burst. We don't... Oh wait, we have Letter Opener to strip the rest of the buffer. So we'll do that. I would maybe like to use Transmutation here. I'd also like to go into defensive. Is that possible? I think it is. Yes, if we do this. Resilient Plate and Curl Up. Although, that means I have to gamble. Because I forgot about Bewildered. I'll do Curl Up on Transmutation, I guess, and then maybe use it next turn. No, we have a lot of stuff going on next turn. Maybe I just let it go. And no, putting Bewildered in does not stop it from re-rolling. We're going to have to deal with that anyways. I'll put Crystal Ward in so that it doesn't re-roll. Oh, it rolled 3. Well, that's unfortunate. And it looks like we're going to be losing Piercing Hide as well. I'll use Transmutation. Maybe we get lucky with something. Who knows? Jack of all trades. Forethought. Okay, that can put Resilient Plate back. Flash of Steel draws Twin Slam, which I don't want to do. Okay, and we'll do 2 damage here, I guess, by playing that. And I'm going to keep that, since we have 7 strength. The bomb went off. Great. Really needed to go into defensive there, but maybe we'll be okay. Actually, it's going to be 24 times 3. Oof. Maybe we get a lucky find off discovery here. Clone? clone the body slam. The drop out draws Bewildered. We do need to go into defensive and then play defend and Crystal Ward. Because we need to block for 72 somehow. Okay, that's 84. Taking 72, I believe. So we can afford 2 more hits here. If I'm not mistaken, it's 6 times 3. Yes, it's 6 times 3. I'm getting a little nervous because I couldn't remember if it was 6 times 3 or 8 times 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 6 times 3. Right, because if you're vulnerable, then it's 9 times 3, not 12 times 3. Okay. So we can take 1 hit. I think we're going to do that to get rid of the Bewildered as planned. We're still going to use this. Okay, we're alive. And we're close to defensive mode again, which is really good. Especially since we have 2 resilient plates. Using this gem cannon actually might not be possible. It definitely depends. Actually, maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. The thorns are going to be a big problem, but if we draw enough block cards this turn, it could happen. It's in our draw pile. We have Vent Steam and Defend. Can we draw both? We can. 8 thorns. This is doing 25. So it needs to hit 10 times. We don't have 60 block on us. Not in a long shot. Also, I think we're taking a lot of damage here. I don't... Okay. Save this for next turn, maybe? Oh wait, we can't use it next turn. Oh wait, no, this isn't stasis. This is on top of the draw pile. We can use it next turn. If we're lucky. Is that 24 damage? I think the base attack is 16, so we need 40 block. Which we should be able to do easily, actually. Yeah, I'll keep this for next turn then. 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe it wasn't so easy. Wait, 40? I said 40. Okay. We might not have enough. Alright. Overload draws us 4. We get our other body slam. We can draw Bauble Burst as well. It's not enough. Can't go back into defensive either. buttons, huh? 64 each? Oh no. She has too much HP. Okay, we need like a panic button right now. That won't work. That doesn't work. Yeah. Alright, looks like we lost this one. We let our piercing hide and our defense exhaust. That was probably bad play. We kind of needed those in retrospect. We also needed to clone the block card instead of body slam. Alright. Well, might as well go out with a bang. Goodbye, Niao. I'm taking you with me, even though you're not really going. Alright, well that sucks. But hey, that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you get all the way to the end and then you don't win. Alright, well, I'll take it for crappy Act 1. Whatever weird stuff I was trying to make work there. It eventually came together. We eventually got a ton of debuff reduction, which I was kind of like leaning into with Resilient Plate in the first place. The first Resilient Plate we took, that kind of worked. As in it, like we were able to build into debuff reduction. It was literally just a misplay in the last fight that lost us. We didn't even have to take that many elites this game. We took one elite in Act, and we were perfectly fine. We got the merchant up to 5 strength, which was funny. But we did eventually get the kill right here. Got 300 more gold. Took a bunch of campfires to socket gems and such. Break our keys. This was a really nice find, as I said earlier. Sozu wasn't so bad. Maybe if I was a little more confident in Act 2, I could have gotten one more relic. Maybe that would have made the difference. Sometimes, like, you know, you can consider a game to be fine, like you didn't need anything else if you lost due to a misplay, but the way I consider it, the misplays are part of the game just as much as the opportunities it gives you. If you lose, if you lose due to a misplay, that's something you have to factor in. If you know that you're prone to making a misplay and you see something that you can take to mitigate that, then you should do that rather than forcing yourself to perform absolutely perfectly. Just because you know it's possible, just doesn't mean it's going to happen. Although it does definitely sting not to play it perfectly because you know that opportunity existed to win. In fact, I'll probably go back to that save file. You know what? This is a good opportunity. Since I lost this run, I can just make a backup of the save file that was at Niao, and then you guys can try to play it too if you want, see if you can win that fight. At least I hope the save file is still there. There's a backup file, literally a file with the extension .backup that saves your previous floor. And I think that you can still access it after you lose a run, but I'll have to check. And if it's not there, then in the future I'll try to keep an eye on doing that before I actually end the run. But yeah, Ritual Dagger was cool as well. Just want to throw that in there before ending this video. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed the fact that I was able to get away with this crazy Act 1, the crazy body slam draw on the reshuffle there. I think saved that. And of course, if you want to try this seed yourself to not have such a bad Act 1 and actually make sensible choices, the seed is here and in the description if you don't want to transcribe it. So yeah, that's it for this episode. And I hope to see you in future ones. Episode 20 is coming up, and we have the 21 recap coming up right after that. Another special video where I go over the last 10 runs and make some meta comments about those. And I made a community post recently where I asked for suggestions on what to do in addition to that. In the first 10 run recap, I did the tier list of Guardian cards. I can already feel some of my opinions shifting, which is good. We'll see how they get by the end of the series. There should be some balancing of the cards going on in mid-series. So by the end, it'll be very interesting to see where things have gone. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for anything I can do in the 21 recap, I'd love to hear them. But even if you have a suggestion for something that can't be done so early, I'll keep an eye on it for later. And with that said, that'll be it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.